What's up, guys? I'm Red,
I'm Son of Steve.
and welcome to another exclusive John Wrestling Smackdown review. The date is July 18th, Friday Night Smackdown. We just had a pretty good show out of San Antonio, Texas. We're going to give you our screws and our poos, right? Our ups and our downs, our good and our bads. I'm going to let you start it off, STUNNA Steve, with the beginning of the show. We saw
Well, let's just say
accidents.
it went a little crazy, We started off on 10. We cue into our poor Tongaloa. Colored, bloody, same color as my shirt.
Yeah, whole eye, all bloody. We were worried. Tongaloa just came back.
Yeah.
He's gonna have another eye patch.
He got destroyed today, but we'll get to more of that
Yeah,
later.
there's a whole scene. So we got the whole MFT is out there. Somebody wrecked into them.
Yeah.
We see the Street Profits in the back just hanging around.
Just
Which I don't even know why they were there. They
Yeah.
still never even had anything to do with it. Whatever. I'm gonna give this little segment right here a big salute because this was hilarious.
big.
And we'll get more to it, right? So next up, this is a little messed up. Adam Pearce is backstage talking about it, and the police walk up to him and say, "Hey." And yeah, by the way, you didn't point that out. Adam Pearce is here, not Nick Aldis, so he's taking over this.
Yeah,
that was interesting. They say, "Hey, Jacob Fatu is a prime suspect," and I was like, "Great, this is a record. They're singling him out over here. This is messed up, right?"
They have a past.
They detain him, and he's like, "Man, screw the police. I ain't talking to nobody." He's not doing nothing. He's all gas, no brakes. This was Sclew.
Oh yeah, big screw.
We saw Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair had a pretty funny segment backstage, and we got an announcement for a tag team title match at SummerSlam. So
Pierce is just giving out championship matches, man.
yeah, he said, here. So this is a big Sclew. I love the tag team. I think this match will be great, and I hope they kind of win it.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, next up, what do we got? Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill video package.
Pretty good.
There was a lot going on here. Our order could be a tad bit messed up because of the way we uploaded today, but there wasn't a whole lot of matches at the beginning of the show. It was mainly these segments. I think it was pretty good, though.
Yeah, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's building up to what next week will be a little stare-off, talk.
Definitely. I think it'll be pretty Sclew. This was Sclew. I'm definitely down for next week. Hopefully we get some action going, maybe some heat to this rivalry, because hasn't been pushed that great, but they're trying now, and SummerSlam is building very quickly.
Yeah, very quickly. Some would say quickly.
Yeah, big Sclew from you?
Big Sclew.
Okay. Next, we had another Sclew, in my opinion. We saw Raquel Rodriguez go one-on-one with Charlotte Flair. That was a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Tomfoolery?
Yeah, a little bit of tomfoolery going on, you could say, between Roxanne Perez and Alexa Bliss, which Alexa Bliss ends up securing the win. And we have a nice little moment between Charlotte and Alexa afterwards. I think they're getting closer into being friends, which Charlotte's going to end up in some heated rivalry down the road.
Probably.
It always does, But
no one can stay friends for long.
You know what this reminds me of, this tag team? I should make this a post, actually. I'm just giving y'all the tea right now. This reminds me of Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho as a tag team. Because at the beginning of that, they were not friends necessarily, They were like an alliance.
Mm-hmm.
And then they ended up becoming best. It was like a whole show of them becoming best friends.
Yeah.
To that friendship festival they had.
Yeah.
It should have main evented, honestly. That's a video for another time. Anyway, big salute for this.
Yo, yeah.
All right, and we had. I'm still wondering about this. So we have Damian Priest backstage earlier today. They're showing Carmelo Hayes is with this woman. I don't know why this woman was in the shot, who this woman was, why they didn't edit her out. She's not a wrestler. She's not anybody. I mean, maybe she is. Nobody that we know.
Yeah.
And they show her for a second, and then poof, she's gone.
Yeah.
What do you even think about that? Like, who was this?
Well, definitely, it better not be no side chick, because Kalani Jordan and him just got married, and Kalani Jordan got them hands.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, clearly, it looked like some type of flirtatious something.
Yeah.
But, like, why? Like, was this a fan that, like...
Make-A-Wish?
Was this something, like, be on screen with SmackDown? I don't
be
know.
A star?
Yeah. I'm going to make a post tonight, like, who was this and why were they on TV right next to Kamar
Say that could have been. You need an extra for him to talk to. Call me.
Yeah, I mean, why did he need to be like? He didn't need to be talking to anybody. He was standing backstage on his phone or working out. You know, whatever. Like, this lady didn't say anything. They only showed her for like this brief.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was definitely SCLU. They made Priest. Carmelo Hayes got into a little bit of an argument. They're gonna go 1-on-1. That was up next.
Yeah, and that was pretty obviously setting up an Aleister Black interference, which we'll give that segment. Are you giving that a SCLU or a poo with that?
I'm giving that a SCLU. I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed it. You know, I like seeing Carmelo Hayes on my TV, so I'll give it a SCLU as well.
The match was actually
I was going to say, but segueing into this match, fantastic match. We knew kind of this was going to lead to an Aleister Black interference because of what happened last week, and that did happen. I'll give this a giant SCLU because they cooked.
Yeah, I think it was a really great match. It was the first match of the night, I believe. And so the second match of the night.
Yeah.
And both matches were very good. So this one, off the chain. SCLU for both things.
Oh, yeah.
All right, up next. This was also a huge SCLU for me.
Big
so the Wyatt Six have a video package. You know, pretty much just saying, you know, we're the champs. We don't, we have family and gold. All you care about is gold. It was kind of a whole thing.
Yeah.
Big thing to point out here. Every member of the Wyatt Six talked. This is like never happens.
Yeah.
This was huge.
Especially Dexter. I mean, he popped when he heard his voice.
I was like, I haven't heard this man speak since like NXT.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe
Everybody. Yeah, Eric Rowan's talking, Joe Gacy. Nikki Cross is laughing. She states some words. Like, everybody's talking. Everybody talked more than Uncle Howdy. He only had a few words, really.
Well, he definitely talked more.
Whatever. Big SCLU,
Big
right?
SCLU. Big SCLU.
What do we got next? This one's interesting. This is,
yeah.
Didn't even mention this. So before the show, during a dark match, and during that beginning Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss segment, Kiana James silently returned in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, no
that
big
was
deal.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're kind of doing this now for stars. Which I mean, unless you're like a proven star, like they did this with Tala Tonga, but
we're not going to rate this segment because, I mean, it was already in the other segment, but it's something to point out.
Yeah.
Right? All right, next up. So we had a lot happen here, okay? So this was a lot happening. Solo Sikoa comes out with the MFT. He's talking.
Got to address what happened.
Right? All of a sudden, we, the camera backstage is on the Titantron. What's going on? The police are letting Jacob Fatu go. And Jimmy Uso is right there. So after they talk to Smack, here they coming out. We had a war out here. It lasted a little while. You know, there was bodies
Pierce
everywhere.
letting things go out of control yet again.
Yeah, I mean, Pierce was nowhere to be found. There was no security. It was nothing. Hell, the police were there in the building. And, these are suspects in all this, and they're just letting them brawl. Whatever. It was funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, after it all happens, Fatu and Uso are on top, right? Adam Pearce comes out. He announces Fatu versus Solo for the U.S. title in a steel cage at SummerSlam.
Let's go.
To make things even better, Solo Sikoa gets arrested for apparently staging the car crash and framing Fatu, and we see him get taken away in handcuffs. To me, this was not only like super creative, super entertaining, super funny. This deserves a huge SCLU. I love like everything about their segment.
Yeah, almost like a SCLU of the day type of thing.
Yeah, this was honestly like SCLU of the day. Anything you want to add about it?
You pretty much
said
went
off a little bit.
Yeah, you pretty much said anything there. I fully agree. Yeah.
Super enjoyed it.
Like, it was good.
You don't see this every day.
Yeah,
very interesting.
And then we had.
I'll let you cover this one. This was a very quick match. I was actually out of the room for a second.
He wasn't even here
during
for this.
What do you think?
So we had Stephanie Vaquer versus Alba Fire, mainly because of what happened this past Monday with the Secret Hervis and Nikki Bella, with Stephanie Vaquer coming to save the day for Nikki Bella.
Mm-hmm.
The match was so quick. I think I have to give this a poo, even though we got what we wanted from Stephanie Vaquer. It was a squash match, and I guess that's what it was always scheduled to be. But let's just turn back the clock back a little bit here. Alba Fire was a tag team champion with a no longer employed Isla Dawn.
I loved Isla Dawn, dude.
In Scotland.
I thought that tag team was amazing.
And in their hometown, and then this was like directly after Alba's mom had passed, and they still put on the show. She did a fantastic job, and she was on top of the world. Now
the witchy personas and stuff, that was really cool to me. That was original.
And now she is in a suit getting squashed in 3 minutes.
Yeah,
doing nothing, pretty much.
I didn't even see it. I'll give it a poo, too. This may be our only poo on the entire show, though.
Yeah.
So that's
again,
definitely
Stephanie Becker, did her thing. She did the devil's kiss. Got Wade all excited, but still.
You know what? Actually, I got this whole thing is another poo. This next thing is a big poo.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a segment backstage with the Street Profits, right? B-Fab just automatically back with them after we haven't seen her in a while. Like, they're just floating her around.
She's been with Meech in for a while, and then they lost, and
they're just floating her around like random, I guess.
Yeah.
Who knows? Passing her around like
cigarette.
Like passing her around like a cigarette. That's the whole scene. We might want to cut that. Anyway, the Street Profits backstage. They are not in the number one contenders tag match tonight. We got Andrade and Ray Phoenix. We got DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, and Fraxium.
Don't get me wrong, all those teams deserve to be in it. But
why are they not in there, right? So I'm thinking, okay, there's going to be some kind of something happen, interference, something. No, we don't see them the entire time. We also don't know what the hell they were doing outside during the opening segment with the car accident.
Yeah.
Which apparently was all staged. Like, did they work with them to stage it? Who knows?
Maybe,
We'll probably never find out.
Probably not.
But them not being in the match tonight
and not
didn't really
getting
make any sense.
Not even getting to question that. Like, the second they got asked that question and how they feel about it, the second they went to talk, DIY came in. And, like, that's...
Yeah, and B-Fab and Candice LeRae started beefing. And I'm like, I get that, but, like, my problem with these, like, women that are in these men's factions is the fact that they don't have anywhere else to go, really. You know what I mean? Like for example, B-Fab and Candice LeRae can have an outstanding match next week. It can happen, right?
Yeah.
But, like, how long is that feud going to last? Like, what are you going to do when you're done with that? Because not all these other tag teams that are with these people have women. Almost none of them do, right?
You could do Nikki Cross, and Nikki Cross hasn't had a match since she's been back.
I mean, you could think of maybe... I don't even know.
You don't have Elektra Lopez anymore.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. I was thinking of her, but, like, there's not a whole lot you can do. So, like, Nikki Cross, I feel like is an exception almost because she's in a huge faction, and if she wanted to, she could go anywhere and do anything, right? Which I think they should use her more.
Yeah.
But these two women, I mean, I guess they can do that, but it's like they tie them to these groups here, you know?
Yeah.
Just an opinion.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the segment a poo, though.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a poo because I just genuinely don't understand why the Street Profits aren't in it unless they were getting written off or taking a break. But they were on TV. They hadn't gotten written off. They're doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, this goes right into the tag match that we were just talking about. So DIY, Fraxium, Ray Phoenix and Andrade, and the Motor City Machine Guns. And I'm going to give this a SCLU. My only problem was all the commercials. It wasn't even, it was a long match, but it was the commercials that killed it, right? I mean, we got to see it because we don't have the commercials and stuff, but a lot of people that are in the U.S. and stuff, I mean, we're in the U.S., we're just exclusive.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that do see the commercials and they miss a good portion of the match. But I think it was a banger. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone did a great job. I mean, Ray Phoenix, every time that he was in the ring, the crowd popped, and every time they got thrown out of the ring, the crowd booed. And they clearly were behind him and Andrade, and the next thing you know, they get the W, pulled it off great. And, the entire match, I mean, every team went hard. So I'm glad they got the W.
To me, it was a banger. I enjoyed it. Very happy with the winners. Big SCLU. This moves us on to the main event segment. So this was very interesting, and we have a lot to say about this, honestly. I'll let you start off the main event here.
So Cody Rhodes comes out first. He's got the contract in hand because he was reading it for the entire 2-hour show. And he comes out, signs it immediately, and then goes on a rant about how he needs to get this championship back, blah, blah, blah. Then out comes John Cena. He starts the show pretty somber.
Yeah.
He seems a little worried. He's apologetic. He said, "You guys just got to hear me out."
He was like Wade Barry. He said, "I've got some bad news."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Whoa, bad news!" Like we were wondering what it was.
Yeah. And he says he can't be at SummerSlam. He pulls a Pat McAfee. He
said
says
mental ill. What do you say? Mental.
He said mentally
health,
tired. He's mentally tired. He's
Dude, I might have put mental illness on our post.
Oh my.
I better check that out.
Yeah,
I'll do it after.
it was definitely mental tired. And so just he talked with we had to go all the way up to the head office. It could be talking to The Rock, like, hey, The Rock, you need to take a break.
But I and now that, here's the thing, honestly, the segment was great. It was interesting. It ends with Cody forces John Cena to sell the contract. He whoops his ass. He takes the contract. I still don't understand this. He takes the contract with him up on the top rope and goes and jumps with it. Well, he's wearing pink socks, by the way. Don't know where that came from. But he pretty much grabs Cena's hand, takes it, and starts signing the contract. Like, that's legal. It's legally binding.
Yeah, I mean, his name's on it.
Yeah. I mean, this was like when Rhea Ripley...
fine print.
Rhea Ripley put her name on that contract all the time.
Yeah. Contracts in the WWE, so they can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it is whatever.
Anyways, in the fine print of that contract states it's a street fight.
Yeah. So this is multiple reasons, possibly, potentially, right? We're going to make some posts about them. We're not going to reveal everything on here, though, because, you know what, if I did that, then why the hell would you come over to the page and check it out? So, we've got multiple theories about where this is going, and the posts are going to be up for those tonight, after this drops. So definitely make sure to check. Honestly, big slew for me for the segment.
Oh, yeah.
Great SmackDown. Big slew from you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess at this time, we're going to give our rating of the show out of 10, right? This is going to be a hard one, because I really enjoyed this SmackDown.
I think we can give it an 8.
Okay. I'm give it a 9.
I was debating in between 8 and 9, and
yeah,
decided
there was a few things that could have been better, but overall, I really enjoyed the SmackDown. It was fun. One of the things I'm happy about right now, and I was a little worried about this, the build to SummerSlam being so short and not having enough time.
They've added a lot.
This was exactly what they needed to do. Announce everything now. Announce as much as you possibly can. Still have a few matches announced in the later weeks to make things interesting, of course. But we've got so much to talk about now that we can start rolling these segments and getting the proper stuff done, And I'm sure some of these feuds, most of these feuds, will probably continue after SummerSlam. A good amount of them, at least, And we'll definitely have things happening at SummerSlam that will be pretty exclusive.
Yeah, maybe even electrifying.
Maybe even beastly. Alright, well, I guess that sums it up for the SmackDown review.
Yep.
Anything else you want to add?
No. We'll be live Monday, 8 o'clock.
As always, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share. Check out all of our other social media pages at Exclusive John Wrestling. I'm Red.
I'm Son of Steve.
As always, keep it